got to get that old school grater that we used to use. Kitchen HQ, like literally the top item that they do is called the Speed Grater. We are birthday pricing the top culinary item that we do here for $19.95. And this is the biggest configuration we do. You get the Speed Grater. We're going to talk about that. And then we're giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completely different drums on here. You get the slicer, the fine grater, the thick slicer, the julienne, the crinkle cut. These are all top rack dishwasher safe, but we're also giving you a little home for all the drums. The entire thing is $19.95, and colors. Is there only one color available? Red. We have black, teal, and I think the gray was just, there they are. Where am I? Where's the colors at? Oh, they're over here with Chef.
Come on over.
You smell so good from your magic body spray.
Check this out. I'm gonna show you how to slice, grate, micrograte, crinkle cut, and julienne with the same speed grater. Now look at this. That's replacing your slicer, your cucumbers, radishes, carrots, potatoes. Perfect slices, fingers never in the way. And this is why it's the #1 selling kitchen gadget in the history, 48-year history of HSN. Now that's just the slicer, and here's how it works. Unscrew the back. Now you can switch out those stainless steel drums, top rack dishwasher safe, and I can pivot quickly now to a grater. Watch this, your cheese, parm, cheddar, even soft mozzarella I'll show you. That's replacing your box grater. Look, fingers never get in the way, so none of that cheese gets wasted. All this cheddar, in literally 10 seconds, a pound of cheddar cheese grated with the same speed grater. All it does is by suction, fixes to your countertop, nothing to plug in. And watch this, even parm, a hard cheese, goes all the way down. Tina, fingers never in the way.
Yep.
And look, in literally 3 seconds, I've got all my parm done. I don't have to buy pre-grated cheese. So even as a grater, it's worth it. As a slicer, so you don't have to use a mandolin you're too scared to use, worth it. Top rack dishwasher safe, stainless steel drums, you're getting 5. This is the bundle pack, so you're also getting the crinkle cutter and the julienne cutter, which I'm going to show you in a second because they're really cool.
Let's go backwards. Let's go back in history of culinary, okay? We had the mandolin, and everybody was like...
Too scared to use it.
Too scary.
Totally.
We've heard all these horror stories of those old school mandolins, right?
Yep.
Then we had the little straight, grater.
The box grater.
And you would hold it, and it would always slip everywhere.
And half your cheese would get wasted because your fingers are in the way.
Take some of the skin from, your knuckles from doing that. Then we got it in a little, like, teepee-looking thing. Remember that? That we kind of upgraded. You were still only getting 2 different ways to grate, like a fat one and a little finer grating one, right?
Exactly.
This is the way to don't pay for the extra money of pre-sliced things. Being able to do it. Now I get to decide exactly what kind of cut that I have, right? And the chute is bigger, so even in the speed grater world, we made the chute bigger, so now we can put whole potato.
A whole potato if I want to do my crinkle cut fries. Put this in your air fryer. How cool would this be to do a crinkle cut potato fry in your air fryer? You're getting 5 of those attachments. And again, in real time, you just unscrew the back. Dishwasher safe, those are stainless steel, and I can keep going. Now I can go into my small grater. So you're getting the small grater, the box grater attachment, the mandolin slicer attachment, and your fingers nowhere in the way with the crinkle cutter and the julienne cutter.
Because you have a pusher, right? So when you get down to the part where it's starting to go inside the chute, use the pusher to push the remainder.
Down.
And do you see how it like goes into that little curve that goes right up against, all of the different drums? So we're getting every last little piece that we're doing that. So I saw on TikTok these other people that were trying to do this.
Did you see it with the frozen fruits?
No.
I saw a guy on TikTok putting frozen fruits and making like a beautiful little dessert in the speed grater. Yes.
No, I'm on the TikTok side where it's AI fruit eating itself.
Look at that.
Like blueberries eating blueberries. Have you seen that?
That's beyond my grade.
What was that?
Look at this. Now on the micro grater, I can make my breadcrumbs, graham cracker crumbs, cheddar cracker crumbs. It's so cool. And again, all suction, so totally safe. Will never kind of slip on you, and nothing to plug in. And have fun with it. Interchange all these different drums and go to town with it. Put it in the dishwasher. It's easy to use. Even chocolate. We sell a great ice cream maker at Kitchen HQ. I will garnish my ice cream with grated chocolate or that cappuccino. And you're using your speed grater. Mine lives on the counter because there's nothing to plug in, and it's versatile enough to replace that food processor, box grater, crinkle cutter, julienne, and the mandolin. and it's totally safe. When you're done with that attachment, that stainless steel drum, which is built to last, goes into your dishwasher, and just like that, I can go back to my slicer and keep on grating, slicing, micro grating. Easy to clean, and your fingers nowhere in the way.
19 bucks.
19 bucks for those 5 attachments, which is crazy.
$19.95. If you've ever thought about getting a speed grater, I want you to think on a daily basis, if you just like cook things, you make a salad, you make whatever, but I want you to think about the real days, the Thanksgiving, the Easter, the Christmas. You dread the slicing and the dicing. I want you to think about last time you made a big, family dinner and how much you were like, never again. I'm never gonna sit here with the knife and the cutting board and the this and the that and the processor. You get everything. Like, it's almost like...
It's nuts.
If you're watching Chef Shahir, by the way, like award-winning author, chef, like Happy Canadian Day. He said it's Happy Canadian. I didn't know.
Yeah.
All you have to do is pick the color. Everybody gets the suction base. Everybody gets the 5 drums, the holder for the drums, black, teal, red. I think my gray already sold out right before I walked out here. And you're like, well, then what do I do with all those drums? Where are they going?
Absolutely, got to go somewhere.
It's a drum holder.
Yep.
So in this holder, you put all of your drums. They have a house.
They have a house.
You'll always know where to find them.
And look, by the way, the grater attachment isn't just for cheese. I'm doing my potato pancakes, my coleslaws in here. That's the grater attachment, the slicer attachment, the small grater attachment, the crinkle cutter. It is super cool. And also, I will say this. At Kitchen HQ, we've developed a whole ecosystem around the speed grater. So you can find a juicer attachment, a spiralizer attachment that goes on the speed grater. You got to pull those up because they're really, really cool.
You guys, there's a spiralizer animation, or not animation, a graphic we can put up that attaches with this, that everybody always buys this spiralizer. And I just think about all these people across the country that are spiralizing their
and juicing.
Yes!
You can make orange juice, lime juice, lemon juice this summer with your speed grater. It is really cool.
You know they got the spiralizer down to $9.95?
That's nuts.
So the spiralizer attachment that goes right with the speed grater is usually 25 bucks. We got it down to $9.95, and that it's a spiral. You put it in there, and it makes the little spiral, like the French fries that you get that are in the little spirally zucchini noodles, the zoodles you can do with that. So the spiralizer is also available. Suction base, you get the pusher, you get the extra wide chute that you're seeing in there. All of the 5 different drums that you can interchange. Again, slicer, fine grater, thick slicer, julienne, crinkle cut, top rack dishwasher safe, and the holder for all of them. 867-331.
You gotta get it. The #1 selling kitchen item in the history of HSN.
In the history of everything we've ever done. What do you do on Canada Day?
Have maple syrup and a couple laughs.
Listen, he said it, I didn't say it. He's from Canada, he can say whatever.
I can say it.
You're gonna get me canceled. I love that so much.
We won't do that. We won't do that to you, Tina.
Now I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, Brian. Welcome to working with me. The producer has to tell me everywhere I'm going. What are we gonna do? Tan Lux? Are we gonna go on? We are gonna do Tan Lux. Ooh, I'm gonna go
Tina, I've grated 10 pounds of cheese in the meantime. I'm just saying.
Before I can figure out where I'm going.
You gotta get the speed grater.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over here because I think it's on the other side. Chef Shahir.
Bye.
Canada Day. We are live in our HSN's Facebook page. If you guys want to come in, I always say it's hard to make friends with like people when you're an adult. Where do you go to make friends? You go to What a Girl Wants on Tuesday nights and you jump in the chat and we make friends with everybody. Chrissy is here, Annie is here. Nicole Hickle, you're back at the apartment. Judy Lynette is with me as well. Hello, everybody. Gail is still up with me. I appreciate you. Teresa, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you guys staying up with me. Okay. In the wintertime, right, we get a little like gray. Your skin gets a little gray or really pasty white.